Okay, so you guys have been sending in some really fascinating stuff about whether or not small businesses should be using Yelp ads.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's a question a lot of people are thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to dive into some advice from Unscrewed Marketing.
Okay.
Kidding.
Yeah, Vicky Wu.
Yeah, Vicky Wu herself is offering this advice, and she has got a ton of experience.
She's been a CMO for 30 years.
Wow.
And not just for startups,
Right.
but Fortune 500 companies, multi-billion dollar organizations, and even nonprofits.
Wow.
So she really knows her stuff.
Yeah.
Now she's focused on helping entrepreneurs like you access her marketing expertise, make it practical for their businesses.
Yeah.
And I think today our mission is pretty clear-cut.
Totally.
We're here to help you figure out if advertising on Yelp is the right move for your business based on Vicky's expert insights.
Welcome to your marketing department, where we share the best tips for marketing your small business. And the full link to this topic is down in the description. Be sure to subscribe so that you never miss our latest update.
One of the things that you sent over that's really interesting is this marketing Q&A.
Right.
Where Vicky is directly addressing this question.
Yeah.
Someone wrote in and said, should I advertise on Yelp? I have my business page set up and claimed, and they have contacted me about running ads, since I already do some Google PPC.
Yeah, pay-per-click advertising.
Exactly.
Where you pay each time someone clicks on your ad.
So it does seem like a natural progression.
You would think so. Right.
Right.
But this is where Vicky Wu's experience is really valuable, because she immediately says, none of my clients have been happy with Yelp ads.
Wow. That's so interesting.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong statement.
Yeah.
From someone with her level of experience.
Yeah, it makes you wonder.
Right.
Yelp is such a well-known platform.
Exactly.
It feels like.
You'd think it would be a no-brainer for a local business to want to get in on that.
Right.
Well, it's funny you say that, because that is exactly how they pitch it.
I bet.
They say it's an affordable, effective way to reach local customers who are actively searching for businesses like yours.
Totally.
But based on what Vicky Wu says, there's a really important piece that they don't always tell you up front.
What is it?
You need a business page upgrade to really use their advertising platform effectively.
Okay, so I'm already confused a little bit.
Okay.
If I claim my business page, isn't that enough?
Well,
why do I need an upgrade?
Yeah, so you can have a basic claimed business page on Yelp.
Okay.
But it seems like this upgrade is really the key to unlock the features that you need to advertise well.
Okay.
And here's the catch.
Yeah.
It costs about $200 a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a catch.
And in Yelp's general documentation, it mentions starting prices around $12 a day.
Go ahead.
So that can add up quickly.
That's a lot of money.
And what's more is they don't always tell you the exact price until you're already partway through the process. So you could be spending $200 a month just to get access to the full advertising platform before you even spend any money on ads.
So that totally changes things.
Right.
It doesn't seem like a simple or an easy add-on.
Exactly.
It's like you're paying to play the game.
Exactly. And what's even more interesting is why they emphasize this upgrade so much.
Tell me.
Well, one of the main things you get with this upgrade is the ability to remove competitor ads from your own Yelp business profile.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I know it sounds crazy.
So my competitors can advertise on my page?
Unless you pay extra.
That is nuts.
Think about it from your customer's perspective.
Okay.
They land on your page, maybe they're interested in what you offer, and then boom, right there are ads for your competitors.
My gosh.
Without the upgrade, you're basically giving your competitors free advertising.
That makes no sense.
It's kind of counterintuitive. Like you're paying to prevent your potential customers from being lured away to your competition.
Wow.
So even if you're starting with a small advertising budget, you could actually be driving traffic to your competitors. And the costs don't stop there.
Okay.
You also have to pay to run the actual ads.
Yeah.
Yelp requires a minimum daily ad spend of around $5.
Okay.
But Vicky Wu's experience shows that to really make an impact, you need to spend more, like $12, $15 a day.
Right.
Which adds up to $450 a month.
So that's $550, $650 a month
Yeah, just to advertise on Yelp.
before you've even seen a return.
Exactly.
That's huge.
It is, and it's more than a lot of small businesses can afford.
Yeah.
And that brings us to a really fundamental question that Vicky Wu encourages you to ask yourself.
Okay.
Is Yelp even where your ideal clients are searching for the products or services you offer?
That's such a good point.
Think about it.
Huh?
When you're looking for a local business, where do you go?
Right.
Most people use Yelp to find restaurants.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily use it for other types of businesses.
It's true. I don't think I've ever used Yelp for anything besides a restaurant.
Exactly. So your ad dollars are only effective if they're reaching people who are actually on that platform looking for what you offer.
Right. Like if you are a home repair service.
Yeah.
People probably aren't going to Yelp to find you.
Right. They're probably going to go to Google or ask for recommendations.
Yeah.
So unless people are starting their search on Yelp, your ads might not reach the right people.
Totally.
And that can really impact your return on investment.
Now, I know Vicky Wu does mention one situation where Yelp advertising could be worth it.
Yes, she does.
So what is that exception?
Well, she says if your business already ranks as the top organic result on Yelp for your industry and city,
Okay.
and if Yelp is still a dominant platform for those local searches,
Okay.
like restaurants in some cities,
Yeah.
then it might be worth trying out their advertising options.
So it sounds like it's a very specific set of circumstances.
Yeah.
You have to already be doing well on Yelp organically and be in an industry where Yelp is still the main place people go to find that kind of business.
Exactly. And that probably doesn't apply to most small businesses.
Definitely not.
And that leads us to Vicky Wu's overall recommendation.
Okay.
For most small businesses, Yelp advertising is not the best use of their marketing budget.
Okay. So that's pretty clear.
It is.
Don't do it.
Well, unless you fit that very specific scenario.
Right.
But for most businesses, there are better ways to spend your money.
Okay. So let's say you have $500, $700 a month to spend on marketing.
All right.
What would Unscrewed Marketing recommend instead of Yelp ads?
Well, Vicky outlines a few alternatives
Okay.
that usually offer a much better return on your investment.
Okay.
The first one is creating high-quality content
Okay.
that positions you as an expert in your industry.
Okay.
The second one is investing in SEO.
Search engine optimization.
Exactly.
So people can find you on Google.
Yes,
Yeah.
and other search engines.
Okay.
So you're not limited to just Yelp.
That makes sense.
And the third one is running targeted ads
Yeah.
on platforms where you have more control over the entire marketing process.
So you can track your results more effectively.
That all makes a lot more sense.
Right.
It seems like it would be better in the long run.
It does. And she even mentions that for a similar monthly investment, Unscrewed Marketing can help you with all of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. They offer custom packages that cover content creation, SEO optimization, and lead generation focus ads.
Wow, so they can do it all.
Exactly.
Okay.
And they focus on delivering measurable results.
Which, at the end of the day, is what really matters.
Right. You want to see that your marketing is actually working.
Totally.
And I think Vicky Wu's philosophy really comes through here.
Yeah.
She believes that effective marketing is about results, not pushy sales tactics.
Right, which is kind of what Yelp is known for.
Yeah, those pushy cold calls?
I hate those.
Yeah, they can be annoying.
Totally.
And don't forget, Vicky Wu has 30 years of experience marketing for huge companies.
Yeah.
So she knows what she's talking about.
And her advice is really valuable for small business owners who might not have access to that level of expertise otherwise.
Absolutely.
And if you are interested in exploring these alternative marketing strategies,
Yes.
Unscrewed Marketing offers a free 360-degree marketing consultation.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to get personalized advice
Yeah.
from experienced professionals.
I love that.
So you can really figure out what's best for your business.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it's tailored to your specific goals and budget, which is a lot better than just going with a one-size-fits-all solution that might not work.
Totally.
Yeah.
So to wrap up our deep dive into Yelp advertising,
Okay.
it seems like the main takeaway here is that small business owners should be wary.
Yeah, approach with caution.
Definitely. Because there are those hidden costs with the business page upgrade.
Right, and the ongoing ad spend.
And you really need to ask yourself if your customers are even using Yelp to find businesses like yours.
It might not be the best use of your money.
Compared to other marketing strategies,
Right.
that can be more effective.
It really comes down to understanding where your target audience is spending their time online
Totally.
and focusing your efforts on the platforms where you can make the biggest impact and where you have more control over your message and your budget.
This has been so insightful.
It has.
I'm really glad we did this deep dive.
Me too.
It makes you think about all those other marketing options out there.
Yeah.
And if they really are as straightforward as they seem,
Right.
or if there are hidden costs and limitations.
It's important to do your research
Yeah.
and choose strategies that give you more control and measurable results.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking this deep dive with me.
My pleasure.
It's been fun.
It has.
And for everyone listening, I hope you learned something.
I hope so too.
And I hope you'll keep sending in your questions and suggestions.
Yeah, we love hearing from you.
We do.
So keep them coming.
We will see you next time.
Bye.
Did you know that most businesses stumble not from lack of effort, but from misguided marketing? My new book, Pivot to Success: Transforming Marketing Missteps into Milestones, is your comprehensive guide out of this common trap. Drawing from a treasure trove of real-world examples and case studies, I'll show you how to navigate the marketing maze and turn potential pitfalls into powerful milestones. You can find the book on my website, or you can go directly to Amazon and search for Pivot to Success: Transforming Marketing Missteps into Milestones. Grab your copy today because it's designed to help you recover from bad advice.